Hello everyone and welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In today's video we are going to be looking at the very new Tyche's Wheel of Fortune. I put it under recurring events because I'm really hoping it's a recurring event because it's our only saving grace to getting to keep 36. But let's discuss it, let's see what its value is and talk about how you use it, where do you find it, what can you get, all the rewards. How does it work? Obtaining coins. I'm also going to talk about some of the lingo inside of it and what they mean, like their spin chances, refresh, spinning progress, and I'm also going to talk about an effective way to do this spinning. And then at the very end, I'm going to do an analysis of how long it would actually take to get the gear, because I know a lot of us are waiting on the gear pieces so that we can move forward in this game. Okay, so first of all, where to find it? It's not an obvious icon anywhere on the screen like some other events are, and it's not in this events tab that you usually see, like Crazy Eggs and the Lucky Apple. Usually they're there. Instead, this one, if you are looking for it, you'll find it here. There's a button, and it usually says either Valuable Event or Limited Wheel of Fortune, or something along there, but it's in the bottom row. And it's usually going to be the last one. So you click on it. Right now, it doesn't say valuable event. Yesterday it did. But let's see. So you go here, and if you click on Tyche's Wheel of Fortune, it'll bring you to this page. All right. So it'll be one of the tabs in here. I think it doesn't say the same thing because the other event expired. Well, it says valuable event at the top. I don't know. Evony's weird sometimes. Ooh, I have something to collect. Look at that. Collect that real quick. So you're going to click on this Tyche's Wheel of Fortune, and it will bring you to this page. All right, so let's talk about what you actually get when you do spins. First and easiest one, and probably the most likely, is that you're going to get 5 million resources of one type. So there's stone, lumber, ore, and food. And it can land on those, you can get 5 million, and that's not a bad first reward at all. Some resources isn't a bad thing. You can get refining stones, either a bundle of 100 or 20. You can get 24-hour speed up of a general type, so you can use it on anything. You can get construction speed ups, and these are pretty nice. You can get a 7-day or a 3-day. You can get an advanced troop march speed up. That reduces your march time by 50%. You need lots of those. So everything in here is pretty good so far, but the most important, what most people are here for, are the Plantagenet scroll fragments. And I don't know that it's always going to be Plantagenet because there are many different civilization sets, but right now we have Plantagenet leg and boots, and you get one of each scroll fragment if you land on those. Okay, so you have two unique types. In the future, it's very, very likely that it will change to something else, like weapon and ring, or helmet and chest. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, this is what we have, and this is the first time that this has been around, so I'm going to make a lot of speculation and hope that I'm right. Okay, so we can also talk about the rewards that you get from the number of spins that you do. So you get rewards as you spin. But if you reach certain thresholds, you will also get additional rewards. And you will see a spinning progress at the bottom, and I'll talk about that later, but that tells you how long to get to the next reward. If you click on this button right here, it's a little chest next to spinning rewards, it will show you the rewards that you get. So for 20 spins, and please recognize it's not 20 coins, that would be 2 spins, it's 20 actual spins. When you complete 20 spins, you will get 5 material bags, and you will get 5 fragments of one of the type. Right now, it's boots, but it might be something else in the future. When you spin 50, you will get 30 Dragon Source fragments and 10 7-day speed up for construction. When you spin 100 times, you will get 5 of the other type of scroll fragment for Plantagenet or civilization or whatever it's going to be. Speculation there. And you also get 20 tactic scrolls. 250 spins rewards you with 40 million of each resource type. Each of these chests opens up one of each type, so you get 40 total of each, and 200 dragon source fragments. For 500, if you open that up, you get 10 of each of the 2 types that are featured in this this event. So right now for me, that's boots and leg armor. But that very well could change to something else. Okay, let's look at how it works. So basically, it's like the other Wheel of Fortune. You collect coins, you spin with the coins. Some of the differences, though, are you can spin with 1 coin or you can spin with 10 coins. And the other Wheel of Fortune, you can spin with 1 coin or you can spin with 9 coins, but it gives you 10 spins. So it's always discounted. The weird thing about this one is I can spin once for free every day, and then I can spin 1 time for 5 coins, and then after that, the single spin becomes 10, and it'll stay 10 for as many spins as I do. So you get 1 free on the individual spin, then you get 1 discounted one, and then it goes to 10. For the 10 spins, you start off at the discounted rate, which is 70 coins for 10 spins. And then it goes to 100 and it just stays flat at 100. So it does look like the single spin is of a higher value for the discounted rate. And then we'll talk about that stuff later. I'll do that in the effective spin. I'm getting ahead of myself here. All right. So just know that you can spin once or you can spin 10 times. When you do spin, the rewards are collected automatically, so it'll just roll around, and I'll demonstrate that later. It'll land on something, and those go directly to your inventory or to your collection or whatever. The other rewards, the ones that I showed you inside here, are collected by clicking the chest. So you'll know that there's something to collect when this thing fills, and this chest starts bouncing around like it's alive. You click on it, and you can go and claim whatever's inside and claimable. All right, obtaining coins. So there are multiple different ways to obtain coins. This is the one thing that a lot of people are frustrated with because the free-to-play people have caps on how much they can actually do, which makes it, which limits what you can get out of this event. So you can get 200 coins per day from killing bosses and monsters, and these are automatically added to your coin amount. So this number up here, you'd get 200 per day, and then it would just stop. No matter how many monsters you kill or bosses you kill, it would just stop flat at 200. Now, if you also want more coins, you can farm. So, I mean, you can gather, send gatherers out to different tiles, and you can get 50 coins per day that way. Now, those coins will not appear in your coin pool, like I just showed you with the bosses. They will actually appear as 10 lucky coin bundles. So you'll look for this item, and you'll click open, and you'll be able to open it, and you will get 5 times 10. So you'll get 50 coins per day. All right. And the last way that you can get it is by purchasing. And surprise, I don't believe that there's any limit other than your own money on how you can purchase. There might be. I might be wrong. There might be a limited amount of packs that you can buy that actually contain lucky coins. I'm not sure about that. But you can get as much as you can purchase. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked around in here. But there's a few in here that do have lucky coins. I don't even go in here. But at the very least, it's limited. I don't know if it's limited for just free to play or for people purchasing as well, but it is limited. You can't just go and get a bunch of coins and progress in the game. They are slowing down the speed at which you can progress. Okay. Let's move forward. Spin chances refression. So I saw a lot of like weird language on here, and I don't think for a lot of people just starting out, it'll be incredibly clear what all of these actually mean. So I wanted to discuss, I don't know why it says all this. I didn't fully edit that. So spin chances refresh in. You'll see it at the very top, just above the coin amount. It says spin chances refresh in, and there's a time and there's a countdown. What that means is when it gets to server reset, that's the amount of time for server reset, it will change this number that says 1,000 right now. It will change it back to 1,000. So if I go and I spin 1,000 times because I have a ridiculous amount of coins, and that's why I think that people can purchase an unlimited amount, because how else are you going to get to 1,000? Well, I suppose I could. No, those are my amount of coins. They're not my spins. So I'm not even going to get to close to 1,000. So you could spin a ton if you have the access to the coins. If that gets down to 0 and you can't spin anymore, which is a very rare situation, I think, then never fear, because in 16 hours it will go back up to 1,000. So this doesn't mean a whole lot to most of us, but it is there. So it's just a notification of server reset. And it looks like I forgot this one too. All right, so spinning progress, the lingo here, spinning progress. This is a bar that will tell you how far you are to the next goal. So right now for me, it says 86 out of 100. It used to say 45 out of 50 until I achieved that goal. So I've already achieved the 20. So you'd start off at 0 of 20, and then you'd get to the 20, and then it would show you 20 of 50, and then you'd be climbing your way up, and it would replace that bar. So it just tells you how much to get to the next step, the next actual reward. Okay, and man, I really did forget to edit all these things. Oh well. Okay, so I wanted to talk about effective spinning, and it looks like I didn't write the notes here, but that's okay. So it's pretty straightforward. Effective spinning is you definitely want to spin once per day on the single, because you get it for free. So I can go ahead and do that. Here's one spin for free. Let's see what I get. No surprise. I get 5 million of resource type. Like I said, those are pretty common. Then you look at these and you compare. So I can spin once, use 5 coins to spin once. So that's one spin at the cost of 5. Or I can spin 10 times at the cost of 70, which means it's one spin at the cost of 7. So the higher value would be to spin once at the cost of 5. Let's see what I get. Ooh, 20 refined stones. I mean, I like refined stones, but that's probably the lowest value of all of these here. I don't know. Now we have our spin once that went up to 10. So it's a cost of one spin for 10. And this is one spin for 7. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 10 for 70. And we'll see what we get. Come on, give me some Plantagenet in it. Nope. All right. Now we get to the caps. So one spin for 10 or 10 spins for 10. There's no more discounts. It really doesn't matter what you do. You can do either one at this point because they're not going to change. It's the same rate. But really, you'd want to spin in a way that's going to save your time. So I'll go ahead and just do the 10 spins. Let's see what I get. Ooh, I got one scroll fragment for boots. A couple other things. I got one scroll fragment for boots again. I saved up a bunch just so we can check it out. Another boots. Okay. Nothing this time. Yeah, I'm getting other rewards. I realize that, but none of them are important to me. I'm just waiting on gear so I can move forward. Nope. And you'll see that I did pass the threshold for the 100, so it's now bouncing around. I do have some more rewards to collect after. No scroll fragments. No, I'm running out of spins. I need more. Okay, I got another boots. And I got a leg. All right. So in terms of effective spinning, if you have an excess like I did, then yeah, you can go ahead and just spin wild. But if you don't make at least 80 a day by doing gathering and bosses, then you should do it in the order of what is the least cost. So spin free, spin once for 5, and then if you can, spin 10 for 70. Those are the better rates, and be doing that every single day so you get the most value out of what you are putting in. Let's collect the rewards. I can get some scroll fragments here, leg scrolls. Okay, good. So how many days left of this event? Let's see how I'm doing for the amount of days left. We have 3 days left in the event, and this is what I've collected so far. 8 and 10. So I'm not even halfway to collecting one piece yet. So that kind of goes into what I want to talk about next. Excuse me. So getting the gear. I'm estimating, and I was estimating several days ago, that by the end of this event, you would achieve between 10 to 15 fragments of one type for the event, for the duration of the event. So let's look at, is that pretty close? I've got 10 boots and 8 leg armor scrolls. So yeah, it seems like it's a fair estimate. I'll probably be between 10 and 15 of each of those types. And then remember that you need 30 fragments for an individual piece. So to actually do anything with these fragments, I need to have 30 of them or it's useless. So at first glance, if you just look at that, well, okay, it'll take me 3 events, or maybe even 2 if I'm lucky, to get a full piece. That's what a lot of people would be thinking. It's not that simple. There are some unknowns that we don't know yet, because this is the first time that this event came around, and we'll have to see how it plays out. First of all, are the pieces going to alternate? Because as you can see in the picture there are 6 pieces to this set. So is it boots and legs this event, and then next time the thing comes around, is it going to be chest and helm? Is it going to be ring and weapon? I don't know. If it does, that is going to affect the rate at which we can actually complete any pieces at all. And how often is this Tyche's Wheel of Fortune going to appear? Is it going to be every single event? Like, is it going to be for speed ups event and then consumption event and then back for speed ups, back for consumption? Are we going to see it many times, or are they going to do it every second one, or once a month, or 4 times a year? We don't know. And that will drastically affect how many fragments that we can actually obtain. So let's talk about the best case. The best case scenario is if they keep it on boots and legs for a while, maybe for 4 times, and they keep it as a cycle. And yeah, you'll probably finish your gear in the duration of that, and you'll probably get extra, which is okay because they can be future pieces as well. If that is the case, that's best case. And let's say that it also happens to be every single consumption event. So consumption for speed ups, consumption for resources, it appears every single event. Just like crazy eggs, just like some of the other things that we see. If it's every single event and it's the same item types again and again, it should take you about 1.5 to 2 months to complete those 2 pieces of gear. So those boots and legs that you just saw, it'll probably be done within a month and a half at the rate that I'm going. A month and a half, I should be complete those. And that's for the 2 pieces of gear. To complete the actual full set, I'm guessing it would take a year or slightly more than a year, depending on how lucky you are and whether. Yeah, I would guess about a year to get the entire set. And then you'll have some extra leftover fragments in the next year that you'd be able to go and complete. And that's not terrible. That's not a terrible rate. I would like for it to be there are other ways to collect fragments, like through bosses and so on. But a year isn't going to be horrible. It's manageable. Is that going to happen? Probably not. That's my best case. The worst case, though, this isn't even the worst case. I'll talk about the real worst case in a little bit. This is the worst case on the slide here. If the event is 3 times a year, so let's say they do it every 4 months, because they do have things that are about that frequency in the game. So if it is about 3 times a year, and let's say that the pieces alternate, so it's boots and legs this time, next time it's helm and chest, next time after that it's ring and weapon. If they alternate, then expect it to take about 2 to 3 years to complete your 2 pieces. Those boots and legs that you saw in my inventory, they're just going to be sitting there for a very, very long time, years, and I will probably, and at that point, the game has already progressed, so completely irrelevant. Okay? But this is the worst case, though. Keep that in mind. And to complete the actual full set, well, because it's so delayed and it's alternating, it'll probably be just a little bit longer. So at the end of that 3rd year, you should complete the 1 full set. Again, useless, way past the time that it would actually be useful. And you'd be stuck at keep 35 the whole time if you're a free-to-play player. The worst case that I didn't even want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about anyway, is keep in mind that there are multiple different kinds of civilization equipment. It's not just Plantagenet. There is Plantagenet, Freedom Hero, Furi Kazan, Han Dynasty, and a couple that are still locked and coming soon. What if they start rotating those in too? How long will that take? 20 years? Like, I don't even want to think about it. Are these just breadcrumbs to make us think that we're actually getting something, or are we actually going to get it? Realistically, I think that it's somewhere in between here. I don't think it's going to take me 1.5 months. I think it'll probably take me about 6 or 7 months. Just because it might be lower frequency or whatever. I don't trust them to do it the fastest way for us. But at the same time, I'm really hoping that they come up with some other ways to get scroll fragments, because it is dang boring at keep 35. Okay. That's about all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking like and subscribe and all that stuff. And a special thank you to all the channel members for supporting the Miser's Guide to Evony. And if you did want to become a channel member and receive the membership perks, click the join button on the channel or follow the link in the video description. I'll see you in the next one.